are following a update that police have from headquarters. We're getting an update on a drive-by shooting at Markham Road in Lawrence that sent 5 men to hospital. Let's listen to investigators right now. This shooting happened over the weekend.
Staff Superintendent Lauren Pogue of Detective Operations. Today, I want to provide an update on the investigation into the shooting of 5 men at approximately 1 a.m. on Saturday, April 16th, that occurred in a plaza parking lot in the Markham Road and Lawrence area of Scarborough. We know that there is understandably concern in the Muslim community, and today I am here to reassure you that at this time we have no evidence to suggest that this was hate motivated. As has previously been reported, the group of men had been gathering in a parking lot in the early morning hours when they were fired at. 5 out of the 6 men that were standing together were shot, and they suffered serious injuries. Thankfully, we can confirm that these injuries were not life-threatening. We have no evidence at this time to suggest that the victims did anything to incite this incident or that they are involved in gang activity. There is an active investigation that is led by our specialized investigators from the centralized shooting response teams, and they are being assisted by 43 division officers. Through solid investigative work, we can now confirm we have identified what we believe to be the suspect vehicle, which had multiple occupants in it at the time. We've released an image that'll be on the press release after this. It is a dark blue 4-door sedan with dark wheel rims or custom dark wheel rims or possibly steel winter rims. The vehicle was seen around 1 a.m. at the morning of the shooting on Hiscock Boulevard, and it was last seen northbound on Markham Road shortly after the shooting occurred. I'd urge anyone who saw the vehicle in the area or anyone who has information about that vehicle to please contact police. I would also encourage people living in that area to check their dash cams, to check their home surveillance videos, security cameras in their homes, and provide any information that they might have. Our investigators continue to work around the clock, and they are fully committed to bringing this investigation to a successful conclusion. We have been continually communicating with the community, and I want to thank everybody for their support with this investigation to date. Officers are still canvassing in that area. They're checking for additional video, and they're speaking with witnesses. So again, I appeal to anyone who has information to please contact Toronto Police or contact Crime Stoppers if you wish to remain anonymous. Each and every piece of information or video footage is extremely important, and it could be that key piece of evidence that advances our investigation. Again, I want to stress that we have not uncovered any evidence to date that suggests the victims were targeted because they are Muslim. I hope that this provides some comfort to the community. I want to ensure you that as soon as we have ascertained full facts, that we will provide a further update to the public. While I am limited in terms of what I can release at this time, I do invite your questions if you have any. Well, at this time, Austin, we know that that it is not hate motivated, but we're not prepared to speak to any other motive at this time.
5 of 6 people you say were shot. Can you just kind of paint a picture of what they were doing outside of that plaza at the time of the shooting?
Yeah, they had been at mosque for prayer, and they had gone to another area in that neighborhood. They were waiting to just talking about where they were going to actually go to eat after their prayers, and a vehicle drove by and opened fire on them.
Is there any indication the vehicle was stalking around the area looking for them?
We don't have any indication at this time.
Do you have video of the vehicle already?
We do have a video. We do have a still that we are putting out with the press release, and we'll share that with the public.
Should people in that neighborhood be afraid that somebody's going around shooting people?
We don't believe anyone should be afraid. You know, again, the community, the Muslim community, is very, very concerned. And as I mentioned earlier, that we do not believe this is hate motivated or targeting the community in any way.
Should people not in the Muslim community just be assembling at night in parking lots because they're cause to believe that somebody's going around shooting?
We don't believe that, no.
And Do you have any information on the suspects? I know you have a vehicle of interest, a suspect vehicle. How many people are you think are responsible?
Well, we know that there were several people in the vehicle. At this time, we're not prepared to talk about our investigation. We are making advances, but again, our investigation is very sensitive, and we have to be very careful we don't compromise what we have so far.
What do I do if I know that I've recognized the
You could either call police directly, or if you're concerned and want to remain anonymous, you can contact Crime Stoppers, and that information will go to the investigators.
Can you tell us how many shots were fired, how many guns are involved?
That I'm not prepared to answer.
But you can't say this was random, but you've heard of other shooting or people just drive around and shoot without any, thought of personal safety. They shoot for no reason. Is there any evidence to suggest that?
That's something we're looking into as part of our investigation, but again, the investigation is ongoing, and while we can say that we're confident it is not hate motivated, we're not prepared to speak to any other motive at this time.
Any other questions?
Thank you.
That concludes today's conference. Thank you for attending. We do have a news release that's already been published, and you can find that online. Thank you.
All right, you've been listening to police providing us an update on a shooting over the weekend. You may remember 5 men were shot in Scarborough at Markham Road and Lawrence. It happened over the weekend. Now, these men had just finished prayer and had gone to another place to figure out where they were going to eat. But police were saying right there is no evidence to suggest that this is hate motivated. They have identified a suspect vehicle. Here is the photo that they are providing to the public. They say several people were in the vehicle, drove by and opened fire. They're describing this as a dark blue 4-door sedan. It was last seen on Markham Road shortly after the shooting. Of course, this happened over the weekend at Markham Road and Lawrence Avenue. 5 men were shot. Luckily, none of those injuries are life-threatening. Officers are still canvassing the area and are asking anyone who might have dash cam video or surveillance video to come forward and provide more information as they continue to investigate this shooting.